Hello everyone and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. Robert Rambles here and thank you for joining me today in South Shore. That's right, we are in Hillsbrad. And it turns out at our level there are some quests that we can start doing here, or rather out of here, because we'll be going to Alterac Mountains to complete some of these quests. Like Marshal Redpath here has for us Crush Ridge Bounty. Crushridge ogres have dug an ogre mound up in the Alterac Mountains, near the ruined city of Alterac, and my scouts tell me they've taken over those ruins as well. We can't let them get cozy up there. If they think they're safe where they are, then their next step will be to move down into the foothills, which will put them right at our front door. Go north to the Alterac Mountains and hunt ogres. Bring me the dirty knucklebones they carry and you will earn a nice bounty. Alright, so yeah, that's up in Alterac. We're gonna have to run that way. And then the other quests that we're going to work on, I think while we're up there, we'll see if we can kind of pair them together. Maybe this one might actually be something we do on the way. It was given to us by Magistrate Henry Maleb, and he has Syndicate assassins for us. I am the new Magistrate of South Shore, recently assigned after the assassination of the previous Magistrate. The assassins were never found, but through our investigations, we're almost certain that they were hired by the Syndicate, a group of thieves led by villainous nobles of the now fallen kingdom of Alterac. The Syndicate has a camp north of the Horde-occupied Terran Mill, and our last clues led to that camp. Slay the Syndicate members you find there. So just 12 footpads and 8 thieves. And that's going to be something I think we're going to do along the way, so we'll take a look at those. Some side quests that we have the Yeti fur cloak for Bartolo here. We have Soothing Turtle Bisque, which as it sounds is a cooking quest, where we need to go take on some turtles for their meat, buy some soothing spices. The Yetis we need are also going to be up, well, probably right around this area here. So it's something that I can work on. It's not a very interesting quest. We're basically just killing Yetis for their wool. Then we'll need to craft a hillsman's cloak or buy one, and we'll need some fine thread to complete that quest. But those are just kind of the side quests, whereas the ogres and syndicate assassins are more of the main beat of the zone as far as what's going on here. So let's head that way. We'll probably pay the Yetis a little visit just so we can see where they're at along the way, and then we'll head north of Terran Mill to find the Syndicate folks that we need. So here we're approaching the Darrow Hill. This is where the Yeti are at. So if you're looking for the Yeti and their fur, here they are. We will go in here and explore a little bit. We'll take on a couple of them and then we'll head on our merry way. I won't subject you guys to farming up all 10 of these furs. It could take a little while. The urge to skin all of these is very strong. And if they're still here on the way out, I might just do that. Someone's obviously cleared through here, but they'll probably respawn pretty quickly. And at the worst possible moment. Here we go. We have an undead rogue. Been trying to find a group for Scarlet Monastery Armory, but have had little luck the past couple days. Now that we're level 36, it's something that we can definitely do. Can't tell if the in-game volume sounds too high today, but I guess it's probably fine. You guys let me know. I recently changed a bunch of audio settings and notice that sometimes the in-game sound is too loud. You'd think we can get the Yeti fur by skinning them as well as by killing them, but it's not how it works. Having some buffs would help us immensely. Obviously, like most quests at this level range, it's not going to be a great drop rate, you know? I guess we can just drop down. It's been totally cleared out. In the name of actually being able to defeat some of these guys ourselves, we'll stop skinning all of everybody else's kills for a minute and tag some of these guys. Someone is a skinner. So I guess by skinning their stuff, we would technically be stealing their skins. Let's go female orc hunter. Their name is very interesting. And I understand, but I'm sorry. Not really the best name to be walking around with. Sounds more like one of those thoughts you might have that you don't want to vocalize, than a name you want your character running around with. But to each their own. What's the pet's name? No specific name for the pet. Can you name your pet in Classic? You have to be able to. You have to feed the thing to keep it happy. I'd hope you could at least change its name. But we have one Yeti fur. But as you can see, there's a little cave complex here. You can come in here, fight him inside, or you could stand outside and wait for all the respawns that happen when somebody's just tearing a path through here. Fight a few more, since we no longer have any competition for them. And they're under level, so we're defeating them rather quickly. At least compared to things that I've been fighting recently.
Cast that yet.
Getting carried away and forgetting the bubble. As if we don't need it. We might not need it against these guys. If we kept inner fire going, we'd probably just be able to take the hits, but well, then we'd have to heal up afterwards, and we might as well just keep shielding. Yeah, it's not the worst drop rate, but you can definitely see how you would be here for a while, just grinding these guys, basically. I'm surprised we didn't have any social aggro there. Alright. Alright, let's work our way out and we'll just take out any that have respawned on the way back. And I'll just come back here and get the rest of these once we're done with the quests that we're focusing on. Ooh, he's stealthed. I didn't realize that we'd even be able to see him. I guess the proximity didn't go off until we were, what, like 2 yards away? Well, that makes me happy that we're not on a PvP server. Because that would have probably been us just getting annihilated. Well, now we're stuck on his aggro chain with this guy, so we might as well help finish him off. I'm not going to waste a lot of mana on it, but I'll wand him down. That's right, back when the rogue stealth speed was basically a walk, unlike today where the stealth speed is exactly the same as the normal run speed. You don't have a penalty anymore for your stealth speed, but back in Classic you definitely have a penalty, and you can feel it when you're trying to stealth through an area or get behind a mob. It's just something that slows you down. And so much of leveling efficiently in Classic is about your movement speed being faster. Like if you're a druid, you get a lot of advantages. If you're a shaman, you get Ghost Wolf pretty early. If you're a hunter, you have the Cheetah Aura, which is not what it's called, but you guys know what I mean. And so if you're taking a rogue and you're using stealth, then you're saying, hey, I'm about to slow this experience down immensely. And that must be a difficult decision to make. You know, and still want to really enjoy the class, but know that it's taking away from a pivotal stat, which is movement speed. How do we want to approach this? Behind Terran Mill would technically be back here. This will take us into the Alterac Mountains. Do we need to head more to the east? Yes, I've learned my directions today. I know the other day we were hunting for trolls, and I don't think I knew my east from west that day, but it wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me. Probably just sneak around these guys. If we don't walk right in front of their faces, they probably are not going to bother us. I'd say that aesthetically, Hillsbrad still really ranks up there with my favorite zones. And it's kind of sad that there doesn't seem to be quite as much to do here on the Alliance as there is on the Horde. In my mind, I always assumed that it would be equal, and I think that just comes from being used to how retail operates, where the amount of questing or content in a zone is usually pretty equal among both Horde and Alliance. Even in those areas like in Battle for Azeroth, when they have the specific questing zones for the Horde and the Alliance, you end up doing so many world quests at endgame in the other factions' areas that they're still getting to use all of that content for both factions. But then you look at Classic and there are entire zones that are really more heavily focused on providing questing content or any kind of content for one faction over another. And sometimes I just am not in that mentality, and I get surprised by how few quests there are for the Alliance in certain areas. 1,000 Needles was another example where we really didn't find anything to do there, just the neutral quest out on the Shimmering Flats. Whereas if you're Horde, you go down there from the Barrens probably somewhere between level 25 and 30. And I remember there being a lot to do on my Tauren Warrior when we got down into 1,000 Needles. It's very interesting, the difference of approach in design of zones and in content from vanilla to present day. Alright, let's see. Footpads and thieves. Okay, you're a thief. You are henchman Valak. You have a name. Let's go ahead and take you out. Does this guy drop an item that begins basically the same quest? Is that what this is? This guy looks like he's already injured. Well, he drops nothing for us. Maybe that is a Horde specific quest item that he drops that begins that quest. Let's start working on the thieves. I see a couple footpads here and there, but I also see wizards. Oh, we could take 2. We probably can't take 3. I wouldn't think so anyway. But we can see how this works out. Okay, we're down to 2. So that's good. Let's get Shadow Word Pain rolling on both of them. We're probably not going to be able to get Holy Fire rolling on both of them without getting hit with a million interrupts. Let's start wanding this guy down until we can refresh our Power Word Shield. We'll Holy Fire this other thief. We'll do this again because it seemed to be effective before. Put some damage out. Let their damage over times tick. Alright, and now we wait. We can shield up again. We can do this. This other guy should be coming back any minute. Oh, he died out there somewhere with his dots ticking on him. That's exactly what I hoped would be the best case scenario there. Alright, we have another footpad. He wants in on the action. We can handle that. We can kind of handle it. Yeah, we could do this even if we just do it with our wand. We can get this done. As long as we don't pull, like, any more, I think we're okay. So we could take on 4 of these guys. That's good to know. Or maybe it was 5. I lost count of how many. That's 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So that was 5. We could take 5 of these guys at a time. It wasn't 6, was it? 6 seems too many. One of these guys we killed before that encounter, so maybe it was 4 or 5. We'll have to watch the playback on that one, but we can take quite a few of these guys, it seems. Wasn't an ideal situation for us to get ourselves into, but it was fun, so there's that.
That ability isn't ready yet.
We're doing pretty good on our tailoring. 188, so 2 more skill points and we'll be able to craft some new gear. And I think some of it is going to be useful pieces. I remember there being a belt, for sure. And pretty soon there's some kind of blue item that we could craft. I think it was a robe. I don't know how it compares to the one that we currently have. But I'm really excited to find out. So 2 more skill points and we'll see. We don't really need the wizards. I feel like we're going to have to clear the wizards out anyway just to get to the rest of these guys. They want so many that it's not like we're going to be able to pick and choose which ones we take out. Alright, we're going to have this thief in our face. Tempted to fear him, but I really don't want to pull any more with this wizard still alive, so we'll leave that alone for now. Let's get our shields back up. Alright, looks like we'll be able to take care of this without any more ads. Unlike last time we got an ad, it kind of just snowballed out of control. That poison really sucks. It's doing quite a number on us. And we might actually have to drink some water soon to be safe. Luckily, I have 40 moonberry juice. Done a few other runs of Scarlet Monastery, Graveyard, and Library. That's why we're level 36. Well, that and some endless continuing grinding against creatures in Stranglethorn Vale. Seems like there are many more thieves than footpads in the area here. Let's see if we can get the footpad without the wizard. I probably should have pulled it more that way. Well, the wizard's content to ignore us, so that works out.
That spell isn't ready yet.
And she didn't go get help from the wizard, so that's a weird choice, but we're not going to complain too much. Of course, though, I can't loot her without setting him off. We did learn all of our level 36 skills that were applicable, so basically the upgrades of the skills that we've been using consistently, we've learned all of those, which actually included another rank of Holy Fire. So that's good. We had previously at level 34, we had gotten Mind Blast and Shadow Word Pain, new ranks of those, so it was good to have a new rank of Holy Fire as well. There are some skills that I haven't learned yet at all because I'm trying to save that gold for our mount. You can see that we had about 72 gold before I trained the new ranks of our abilities. We don't really need any more thieves. Let's comb the area for footpads. Here's one. So we still need many, many footpads. I'm glad he's attacking us with an empty tankard. Well, I guess that's what makes him a drunken footpad. But he doesn't even count. He doesn't count as a Syndicate footpad. Because apparently there are footpads and there are drunken footpads. Well, alright then. Important difference. Where is, like, the camp of all footpads? That's the place we need to find. We have a line of thieves coming at us. Let's go ahead and peel out of here. Oh, we're pulling just the one, right? Okay, we can take him. But let's take him over here. Out of the path of the other one. Or not completely out of their path, because they look content to walk right down here and attack us anyway. Coincidence? Yeah, definitely, but still. We're still gonna get this other ad. Which we don't really have the mana to deal with, but it's fine as long as we can keep our shields up and throw at least one smite out here before we have to start to wand. That would be good.
That ability isn't ready yet. That spell
This poison is slowly etching away our health, however. Oh look! Another one! At least this one's a footpad. Can we not pull that guy for a second? There we go, perfect. Alright, we have about 4 seconds to drink as much as we can before the guy gets over to us. That's all the time we get. I feel like we've dealt a significant blow to the Syndicate forces. And we haven't even finished the quest. This random sheep that's unafraid of the sounds of mortal combat. Totally normal. Alright, we have respawns, which probably means one is going to respawn right on top of us any second. Let's zoom out a little bit here and kind of keep our eyes on the whole area in case that does happen. Wouldn't be the first time. It won't be the last. Yeah. Right here, and Henchman Balak is back up. We don't need him. We do just need more footpads. We're not going to find any that way. We're just going to find trouble over there. Those are horde flags I see flying. Well, maybe we take a few of these guys on. I don't know if they share spawns where a footpad or a thief could spawn, or if they're locked in, or how that works. At least we have open rain to do that for the moment.
I need to get closer.
Not enough has respawned to make that too dangerous for us. She got really far away.
Ready yet.
Sometimes I feel bad shooting them in the back, but not these guys. These guys seem like real jerks. Although it is questionable from a lore perspective whether a priest following the light would be able to shoot someone in the back with a wand and poison them with Shadow Word Pain while they are running away. But I guess that's the point of the duality of the priest, is that you're using both light and shadow magic? Or void magic?
I can't do that.
Two more. Here's number one. There we go. Let's get him out of there. There's one wizard over here, and there's another wizard that had originally been in this spot, but he never respawned or potentially spawned as something else. But I'm kind of worried that they're going to pop up here any minute. Alright, well that's 12 and 8. So our next steps here, we're looking for ogres now. And we're looking for their knuckle bones. Where are these guys going to be? Probably in here. That's where the ruins of Alterac are. let's just poke our heads in up here and check things out and see if we can spot the ogres that we're going to need next. We're also kind of on the lookout for any mountain lions or hulking mountain lions, which we could probably find more to the north, maybe in the uplands area here. Looks kind of difficult to get to. The Crush Ridge Bounty. So these are the guys that we're going to take on for the next quest. But I think we are going to do that next time. For now, I'm going to head back and I'm going to turn in the Syndicate footpads and thieves. And we're going to see if that chains into anything else that we can kind of pair up with some of our other quests. So I'll go ahead and get us back to South Shore and we'll get this one turned in. Alright, we are getting close to South Shore here. So you guys will probably notice kind of a different, not necessarily style, but just a different cadence to these episodes where I'm going to want to be focusing in on more of the quests that I find interesting or pertinent to the zone from a story perspective, while still touching base with the side quest style quests and showing you guys where those were at, but not really focusing on just playing through them, mainly just focusing on playing through the more interesting, relevant quests in the zones where we can find them. And that's mainly just while we're in this lull of questing right now, where there's not always a lot we can do all at the same time. Quests are getting, you know, more drawn out and farther apart for right now. So I think that's what I'm going to do going forward, is just really zeroing in on the specific quest and kind of making a focus of the more interesting ones that we come across, and emphasizing the cooking quest and things like that a little bit less.
Light be with you.
Thank you. Although they may still be lurking about, we hope that some of the thieves and footpads you slew were responsible for the last magistrate's death. But even if they weren't, the Syndicate is a taint on this land and a stain on the human race. Their deaths are welcome to South Shore. Well, I mean, I can understand him being vindictive. They killed the last guy who held his job, and who's to say they wouldn't try to kill him next? That is, well, it's a side grade. It's different. It's got stamina instead of spirit. I think we'll just keep the spirit, to be honest, but
Go with honor.
take him anyway and we'll think about it. And next time we will be working on the Crush Ridge Bounty, and in the meantime I'll probably take care of the Yeti fur cloak. We'll also touch in with the turtle bisque and we'll see what some good spots are to hunt turtles, but mainly we'll be focusing on the Crush Ridge Bounty. So let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you so much for being here with me today. Your support means a ton. And take care of yourselves out there. Take care of each other. And we'll see you back in Azeroth soon. Bye now.